Hi Ribhu, welcome on YourPedia.
Yeah, hi, hello, sir.
So Ribhu, many congratulations for your selection in PhD program in TUE in Netherlands. This is Eindhoven University of Technology, and
Yeah,
you are electrical engineer. So congrats for your selection.
thank you, sir.
So, Ribu, my today's interaction with you is related to the entire process. So, there are so many capable masters and BTech students who explore PhD opportunities in universities abroad. And in Europe, when it comes to Europe, PhD in Europe is a job. It is not a higher education, it is a job.
Yes,
So, needless to say that everybody will aspire to be in Europe. One is work-life balance is wonderful. Another is like scholarship we get, that is kind of a salary, and third is like the duration of PhD, and fourth is post PhD opportunities, and the opportunities to stay in those countries. So because of these factors, there's a craze among Indian students to join PhD programs in Europe. And here I'm talking to you today, and through your case, through your entire this journey to explore these options, students, my viewers will get a lot of information. So I start with your background, Ribu. Please tell my viewers about your background, from which part of India you are, from where
yeah,
you've done your undergrad and then post graduation, and how was the journey of exploration this particular case.
yeah. So, hi, hello, everyone. So, my name is Ribhu Chakraborty, and basically, I am from West Bengal, and my hometown's name is Jalpaiguri. So, I did my both 10th and 12th from my hometown itself. It's a government school named Jalpaiguri Jilla School, and then I shifted to Kolkata for my BTech in electrical engineering, and there I joined Netaji Subhash Engineering College, which is basically under the Techno India University, this Techno Group College, where I did my BTech in electrical engineering, and I got my degree in 2021. So after that, I was preparing for GATE examination. I appeared for 2021 GATE also, but that time I didn't qualify. And in the meantime of this gap, I joined Infosys. I worked there as a system engineer for 9 months approximately,
Mm.
and I gave another GATE attempt in 2022. So this 2022 GATE, I qualified the GATE examination from the electrical engineering with the paper from EE itself, and then I started applying for specifically say I started applying for MS courses in the various IITs. I started to apply for MS courses. So basically here also one catch is there because I did not know about this specific MS courses, which not every IIT offers this course, but I mean few of the IITs nowadays is offering this course. So basically I got to know about MS courses from YourPedia itself that time, but I was not subscribed to this YourPedia at that time also. So anyway, I got to know MS, and then I started to apply MS courses because my GATE score was not that much high. So I got one opportunity in IIT Palakkad, which is in Kerala, with the specialization of power electronics and power systems, and I joined IIT Palakkad as a MS research student in 2023 January. In the month of January, I joined there.
Mm.
So it's basically 1 2 years duration of course, and so learned a lot during this time. Then I attended one conference during my masters also. So I had one publication during my masters time, and I got my graduation in 2025 month of July.
Mm. Mm.
So in the meantime, I mean, before getting my degree, also I got one opportunity to work in IISc Bangalore as a junior research fellow there. So I joined in the month of May 2025 as a junior research fellow in the IISc Bangalore. So I worked there also in the domain of power electronics. So basically, my research is, I mean, corely focused on power electronics so far. And then after working there for almost again 9 months, I shifted to one another company which is named
Mm.
as Quest Global.
Mm.
So in January I joined there, and I worked there up to July, and then in the meantime, throughout the year I was looking out for the opportunity PhDs in specifically Europe, because it has some already, I mean, as you mentioned, that it has some really good benefits there.
Mm.
So I applied few of the places. I got very few responses from the professors and all, and finally I got one final response from one of the professors in this Eindhoven University of Technology. And then I had the interview with him, and after 2 rounds of interview, I had the offer from this college as
Okay.
as a PhD candidate in electrical engineering.
Okay, wonderful. So, Ribhu, I have a couple of things to ask you. You told that you joined IIT Palakkad in January. So, that is a winter
Yes,
admission.
yes,
So,
yes, yes.
I have two questions to ask you. Number one, uh, if some student miss the summer admission season, so does it stand chance to get admission in the winter? Is that easier? Number two, is MS better than MTech if you want to pursue PhD later on?
Yeah. So coming to the first question, I think it is a little bit easy if you are getting chance in winter admission, because that time the number of application will be a little bit less compared to the summer time.
Mm,
This is one point. And another answer to your second question, which is better option if MS. So as per my opinion, if you are going for a research oriented field, then MS is the best,
mm,
because the course curriculum of this particular MS program is designed in such a way that it will enable you from the very beginning that how does this research field actually works.
mm,
And specifically saying to IIT Palakkad, I mean, which has a huge amount of contribution in my this research oriented things so far. So the course curriculum in IIT Palakkad is extremely good in this MS research. So we have to have one at least conference paper to get the degree. So that conference paper will help you a lot when you are going for this PhD applications and all, because this conference paper will actually give you some push. I mean,
mm,
these professors will actually go through your resume and they will look for those resumes which have this publication kind of thing. So it
mm,
will give you a very good training also in scientific writings and all. So yeah,
mm.
MS. I mean,
Okay.
as per my experience and opinion, it is the best.
Okay. Okay. So, Ribhu, now coming to your internship in IIC Bangalore. So, if you have decided in MS that I want to go for PhD abroad, so does it help that if you become part of some research organization only instead of getting into some industrial job? Because after masters, you may get opportunity to work in a job like you were working in Infosys. That may
Hmm.
not be related to your research work which you have
Yes,
done
yes,
in
yes.
masters. So, but if you have decided to go for PhD later on, your research only helps you. So, what is your advice to those who are doing masters that if they want to go for PhD abroad, should they explore these options where they get into research organization, research labs of the professors after masters is completed, rather than getting into industrial jobs? What is your take on that?
Yes. So I would say that working in IIC Bangalore, specifically saying for in my case, it helped me a lot
Mm,
because I was working on a very newly developed topic there.
mhm,
So it was a extra advantage for me. And
mm,
out of that work, I published another conference also from there. And also it somewhere the brand value also matters a little bit.
mm,
I am not specifying or not emphasizing that how much brand value it will matter, but somewhere it gives you a little bit push towards your end goal.
mm,
So yeah, it is helpful. It is helpful if if someone is applying or someone is preparing for to get into some PhD or research oriented kind of thing, then it will give him or her a very good experience in terms of
mm.
research.
Okay. Ripu, now coming to exploring these opportunities, which in Netherlands, which you've got. So, it is time consuming. We know that exploring PhD position abroad is time consuming.
Yeah.
And I keep on telling many of the candidates that you need to keep on mailing the professor and you need to wait and there's an interview. So, there's a process because it
Yes.
is a
Yes.
job. I want
Yes.
you to share this particular thing with my viewers. Like, okay, it takes time and you need to be patient, and this is how the process is.
Hmm. So for me, it took exactly not saying, but it took almost 1 year.
Mm,
Since 1 year, I was continuously searching for professors. Where obviously, YourPedia has helped me a lot because they have given me a huge list of professors with their work profile and all. and with their mail IDs, then mail structure, and every other document which is necessary throughout this journey, like this cover letter, then my resume and all. So it is actually one time taking process, because sometimes you will get a very quick response from professors, and sometimes the professors will respond after 1.5 months also. I have also seen 1.5 months they are responding you back that sorry for the delay, or maybe can we have some quick discussion regarding this thing, regarding this PhD interviews and all. So it's a really time taking process. And also, as we don't know that how much surety of the outcome, that whether you will get the call or not. So yeah, in that term of thing, so you have to be very patient while you are applying for such positions.
Okay. Now, Ribhu, please tell about the university and the course which you got selected in, and tell my viewers about this particular university and Netherlands. Now you are already there, so you
Yeah,
have some idea about that particular
yeah.
country and that particular system.
Yeah, the university name is the Eindhoven University of Technology, which is also abbreviated as TUE, which
Mm.
is located at Eindhoven city. It's in Netherlands itself, and it is almost 1.5 hours away from Amsterdam, which is
Okay.
the main town of the Netherlands.
Mm.
So I mean, as of now, I mean, I have shifted here on 29th. So this is my second week ongoing. So it's almost the second week. So as of now, the campus is quite good, and the main plus point of this thing is all the visa process will be handled by your university once you get selected. They
Okay.
will apply visa for you. You just have to go through the embassy and attend and give them and hand over the few documents, and the visa process is extremely smooth in terms of the
Okay.
from this university side, this
Mm.
HR people and all.
Mm.
And the second thing, and the second most important thing is, the housing scenario in Netherlands is very tight. It's extremely
Mm.
tight to get a proper housing, and also an official registration with this housing. It's extremely difficult situation in Netherlands.
Okay.
In terms also, in that terms also, university has few a partnership with few organizations which
Mm.
actually provides the student housing. So
Mm.
the apartment which I am in now, so this
Mm.
apartment also has been provided by university through that organization.
Okay.
So this apartment also they have arranged for me. I mean
Okay.
throughout, I mean
Mm.
throughout the tenure, this apartment will be mine. So I'll be staying here. So as of now, this is the main logistic things, and the coursework part is another thing. Is there is no coursework here, and for PhD, so you can start your PhD as soon as you reach here. As soon as you just get your ID, or as soon as you reach to the university, you can just start your research, doing the research and all. Few teaching assistantship related duties will be there, but that's a matter of thing, and it will gradually, I think, come to me, maybe from the next month onwards, from the September, when the other course also starts here. So
Mm.
yeah, I mean, so far, uh, it is well and good for me.
Okay. So, Ribhu, what is the typical duration of PhD in Netherlands?
Uh, See, the most of the PhDs which is happening in my university now, it's TUE, it is collaboration with industries, because it
Mm.
is a very industry driven PhD here. I mean, almost every PhD. So the tenure of this PhD is 4 years, and yeah, so that is the main on paper tenure. I mean, this agreemental tenure that they mentioned
Mhm.
earlier
Okay.
also.
Okay. So, yeah, presently you are staying within the campus of university, or what is the way? I mean, it is outside the campus or within the campus, how it goes?
No, it is inside the campus, and
Okay.
actually from my this window I can directly see my department building also.
And campus must be beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes. It is very beautiful. The city is also very beautiful, because it's less crowded, and it's very peaceful also. And the weather is also good because it's summertime. So yeah.
Okay, Ripu, now tell me something about the life of PhD student. Like what I'm trying to ask is like your interaction in the lab and your interaction with the professor, working on the weekends or not working on the weekends, work-life balance, those kind of things. Typical life of PhD scholar.
So the PhD life, I mean, I would say that the typical PhD life has not yet started for me because I am just starting. I mean, it's the initial phase. But the other PhD scholars who is sitting with me in the office, from them, whatever I have got to know that it is like a job. They consider thing as a this PhD as a job. So from Monday to Friday they work, then Saturday Sunday is fully holiday here until unless you get a very urgent work or some urgent submission you have, then only you can work for basically work on Saturdays. Sunday is fully off here, and also
Okay.
for to work on Saturdays you need prior permission from the authority.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the lab culture is good. The interactions which I have had so far with my supervisor, yeah, I mean, I feel it is quite good.
Okay. Okay. So the kind of pressure or stress which is a part of PhD process, you don't see that there, right?
Uh, I have not seen so far here.
Yes. Okay. And still, it is too early for me to ask you this. But
Yeah,
Ribu, now coming to scholarship part. So
yeah.
obviously, PhD is a job, and we need to have scholarships and all. So all I'll ask you is like, is scholarship sufficient for you to meet your expenditures, and is there only also possibility to save some money?
Uh, See, again, I will say that it is a bit early to comment on this thing, but from the conversation that I had with my fellow researchers in my lab and all, they told that it is sufficient enough. And if you are calculative in your expenditures and all throughout the month, then you will be able to save something also.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, now Ribu, coming to most important thing, like as you said, the PhD is in collaboration with industries. That is most of the PhDs. That means you
Yeah,
acquire industrial skills. So
yeah,
by now you must have interacted with PhD scholars and you must have inquired about the opportunities after PhD. So what are the
yeah.
typical opportunities you get once you complete your PhD?
Uh, One of the PhD students who is going to graduate on this September, he is going to join in one of the industries also here
Okay. Hmm.
after his PhD.
Hmm.
And another candidate is there who is also one PhD working in collaboration with one of the industries here, and another PhD, the third one PhD, I have heard that he is currently working from their office, not from the
Okay.
university, but he is currently working
Hmm.
from the this industry office.
Hmm.
So yeah, that is the scenario that I have seen here.
Hmm. Okay, wonderful. So, Ribu, my last question of the interaction is, if a student is listening to us interaction, he must be continuously thinking that what credential do I need to, think of getting PhD positions in Europe. So, can you suggest some roughly parameters or, credentials like you should have been BTech, CGPA or research work or research publication? What a candidate should see in his case, his credentials, for PhD position there.
Uh, so one thing that I have noticed that most of the PhDs in Europe, they basically will ask for masters, at least
Okay.
for masters. I am not sure that whether they are very strict about the publications or any research kind of work or not. But if someone is going for PhD or something, then he or she should have a very good understanding of his or her this final year project,
Hmm.
specifically for masters,
Okay.
because in BTech time many people can do many things. So BTech is basically one skill acquiring tenure, which I can say.
Yeah.
But if someone is doing masters, then he or she should have a very good grasp of his final year project, his presentation skill should be very good, because every time they will ask you for to present, at least for 15 minutes presentation will be there must while attending the interviews. So based on that presentation, they will ask you questions. So that time you should be very confident, and good understanding is a plus. And also, I mean, you have to be very attentive towards the questions and whatever they ask for. And also you have to be, I mean, motivated to do whatever you work.
Yes. Okay, so Ribhu, more or less, I have asked all my points which I wanted to ask you. I don't know whether I missed something which you can mention right now, but typically I pop up 2 or 3 times and I'll interact with you 2 to 3 times. Once when you start your journey, another when you're towards the end of your journey in PhD, and then once you complete your PhD and you are in job. So that is how I make sequels so that I can present my your journey in front of my students, so that they get to know that okay, when you start your PhD, this is a state of affair. When you are towards the end or completion of your PhD, this is what actually is the state. And once you complete PhD, you get the opportunities. That time again, I interact with the candidates like you. So that is what I'll be doing, Ribhu. So as of
Yeah.
now, I thank you for the time you spared today, and I wish you all the very best for your wonderful journey of PhD, which entire life you will remember, because this is the journey which will shape your further career. So thanks a
Yeah.
lot, Ribhu.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.